Hi, my name is David P. Shapiro. I'm the owner and managing partner of the law office of David P. Shapiro, located in San Diego, California, where my firm helps good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime. And in this video, I want to talk to you about how to bail out, particularly how to bail out in San Diego if you or a loved one find yourself in jail and taken into custody, placed under arrest. Traditionally, there have been three ways where you could bail out, and the first two are a lot time-consuming, not the easiest things to do, and the third is the most easiest and the most common of the three. Well, let's get the first two out of the way first. Well, you could do what's known as a property bond. So if you own property in a house and you have equity in that property, usually you need about 2 times the amount of the bond in equity in the property, and you put up your house. And as long as you show up, make the court appearances, at the end, the hold that is placed on your property gets released. So bail's $100,000, you have $200,000 of equity in your property, you go through the property bond, you can't sell your house during that time period, you or your loved one, whoever the criminally accused is, makes all their court appearances, does what they need to do. At the end of the case, that hold is lifted. Well, you're not out of pocket a whole lot. You have a lien on a property, which a lot of people don't want to do. It's also, a lien on a property that would not be good if the person who's bailed out doesn't show up to court, and if that bail bond is forfeited, then the county comes for your property. Okay, so a lot of people don't do that. It also takes some time. So you're not getting the immediate, I got to get him out of jail right away, or I got to get her out of jail right away, relief that a lot of people want, and understandably so. The second way is cash bail. Well, cash bail, similar to property bail, you're not really paying a whole lot that you don't get back. But if your bail is $100,000, well, you got to put up $100,000 cash, cashier's check, what have you, right? And not a lot of people, admittedly and understandably so, have that kind of money. Even if it's a $25,000 bail, you post that amount and then you get it all back at the end of the case. It's held as a security. The quickest and most common way to bail out in California, despite recent attacks on the bail bond industry, is to use a bail bondsman. And what that means is, say for example, your bail is $100,000, you reach out to a bail bondsman, they'll charge you usually anywhere between 7 and 10% of that amount. That's their cost of doing business, right? So it's a $100,000 bond, you're paying them $7, $8, $9, $10,000. You don't get any of that back, whether you beat the case, whether you show up to all your court appearances, whether nothing even gets filed. However, they're on the hook for the rest of it, and you're not necessarily having to put up that kind of money, the full bond amount. So those are really the three ways you could post bail. The other way, you could probably wait until your arraignment. You definitely can wait until your first court date, and then your attorney could argue for a lower bail or release on supervised release or release on your own recognizance, where you're not necessarily having to put up cash bail at all. But the primary three reasons and the primary three ways that you are able to post bail, particularly in San Diego: 1, property bond; 2, cash bond; 3, utilize a bail bondsman, which is certainly the most common. So if you have any questions about bond in your case, or potentially bonding out a loved one, whether it makes sense to bond them out or to use that money and hire a quality, locally experienced criminal defense law firm, whether mine or another one of the small handful in San Diego, feel free to reach out to my firm, 619-295-3555.